Third grade. Today we're going to look at Unit 5, Week 1, Day 3. Let's get started with our drill sounds warm-up. Repeat after me. Schwa, wagon, or I. A wash, ah. A squash, ah. U up, U mule, you. U rule, oo. E ed, E Pete, e. UNK junk, unk. ILD wild, ild. And IVE give, iv. Nice work. Okay, now I'm going to introduce you to a word of the day that we have today. Our word of the day is pollen. Say it. Pollen. You should know that word. Pollen is flowers produce pollen, and insects like bees or butterflies, they're attracted to the pollen. And whenever they move pollen from flower to flower, that's how flowers are created and are reproduced. So, Paul is the first syllable. I know you know the beginning sound. Be careful with this one. All. You might think it's ALL, ball, all, but it's not. It's like olive. Do you remember what that all sound was? Right. P-O-L. Now, pollen has that schwa sound in the second syllable. Lin. It sounds like pollen. We say that. There's another L. Okay, so there are two L's together. And then we know the N sound in pollen is an end, is an N. But what's this spelling option? Is it an A, an I, E-O-U? Remember yesterday we said that if there is a schwa before the letter N, there are usually in the English language two options for your vowel, so that helps eliminate some choices. Usually the options are either E or, like in wagon, O. So let's see. E, P-O-L-L-E-N, or P-O-L-L-O-N. If you're not sure, you could always look, remember what we talked about yesterday, in your spelling options portion of your student notebook. In fact, the spelling options, I'm going to see if it's in there. It's in the middle of your book. Let's see. Pollen. P-O. I see it. If you have your student notebook, I'm on page 51, but let me see if I can show you. Pollen. Okay, let's see. There's lots of words here. P-O's are over here, and here's pollution. Here is what? Oh, no, that's not pollution. I'm sorry. That's politician. I had to zoom in. My eyeballs. This word is our word of the day. Pollen. So what vowel goes before the N? Right. Pollen. Now, to mark up this word, good work there. Let's get rid of the O then, right? We don't need it. If we were going to mark up this word, which we all will in a second, we always know scoop a multisyllabic word. Paul is what kind of syllable? Right? Closed. And there's a brief. And Lynn is closed, but it's unexpected. It sounds like it should be an I, doesn't it? Pollen, we say, or pollen. That schwa sound, remember, we mark it with an upside down E for the schwa symbol. It's hard to do on the computer. Okay, so we're actually going to go ahead and add this word now in your student notebook. So go ahead and get your Castle book out, flip to the vocabulary section, and find the P section on page 73. Okay, so on the top of page 73, you should be spelling Pollen for pollen, and mark it. Scoop. Pollen. And mark closed, closed. Practice that schwa symbol above that unexpected vowel. Pause the video if you need to. And then let's get ready to write our sentence. Capital letter to start. Are you ready? The pollen, from the flowers made me sneeze. I'll read it one more time and then we'll check it. The pollen from the flowers made me sneeze. Some tricky words in there, I know, to spell. Let's see how you do. Pause the video and get it down and then check and see how close you were. It's how you become a better speller. All right, let's see. You shouldn't have had a problem with the first two words. And from is a trick word. The should be good. Okay, how'd you do with flowers? The pollen from the flowers made me, how did you do with sneeze? That one has the E-E-Z-E. Okay, now to scoop this sentence, what would you do? I think I like this way. The pollen from the flowers, I would say in one scoop. And then made me sneeze in scoop 2. I would do it that way, 2 scoops. But your way might be different as long as it sounds okay. That's great. Okay, before we practice some cursive today, I want to practice building just 3 more words with a schwa sound. Okay, so all of my words have 2 syllables. Usually 1 syllable is easy and obvious for you to spell, and the one with the schwa might be the question. Okay, so let's see here. The first word I want to do is talent. Say it. Talent. Everybody has a unique talent. What's the first syllable? Tal. You think you know that one? Go ahead, say it out loud. Ow. Okay, good. Now talent. We say int. There's a mystery here, but what's the end sound? Talent. I hear a blend at the end. Do you hear it? Right. N-T. Well, we have a mystery here, don't we? Could it be an A, an I, an E, an O, or a U? You know what? I'm going to try to erase myself in the spelling section. Talent. Some of you might be thinking it sounds like an I. I bet you it's in here. I don't know. Let's see. Tal. Got it. I spy on page 54. Here it is. I'll try to zoom in. Do you see it underneath my finger? What vowel goes there for the schwa? E. Right. Talent. Even though we don't really say talent. Talent. We just say talent. It's a schwa. All right. Good work. Let me clear those cards. Maybe when it's on the frames, it doesn't work. I have to clear the whole frames. Now I get it. All right, let's try a second word. Ready? This one also has 2 syllables, so we'll put the frames up first. Okay. The next word is, problem. Say it. Problem. All right. Prob. I think you can get that one. Help me. We have a blend. P-R. Prob. O-B. Good job. Problem. Now we usually say, I have a problem. Do you when you say it like that? Problem. I have a problem. So I hear prob, question mark, right? We'll leave a space for that question mark. What do we think goes there for problem? Which vowel makes the schwa? And sometimes you might, I see it, page 51, I'm getting faster at using my tool, which is a skill. Right here is my finger, problem. Which vowel? It's an E, even though we don't say problem. Hardly anybody talks like that. Problem. Excuse me, I have a problem. It's problem. All right, clear frames. We have one more I want to do with you today. And this word is, oh yes, random. Say it, random. I will pick random students to come up to the board. Random. Okay, how do we do ran? You know this word, go. First syllable is usually the easiest, isn't it? Ran. Dumb. Now, I hear a D. We don't know. And it ends, though, with a right. Okay, question mark there. Which vowel? We have a schwa. Which vowel? O-P-Q-R. I'm in my spelling options. Random. Oh, no. I don't know if this one's in here. I might have to tell you. Well, you realize that your spelling options book doesn't have every single spelling option. I'm looking and making sure I'm not missing it. It's not in there, and that's okay. So you might have to go online or find a dictionary. I use online dictionaries. They're easy. But the vowel that goes here, if you thought O, you're correct. It's random. Okay? Nice work. Okay, the next thing we did in class was reviewed formation for lowercase n, like n, nut, n, and lowercase m for man. So in case you forget, if you don't happen to have this paper at home, no worries. Just get a blank piece of paper, and here are the quick videos in case you forget how to form these hump letters.
N is a hump letter. It starts on the grass line. Point to the grass line. Glide up to the plane line and make a hump. Trace back up to the plane line, make another hump, and make a tail.
Okay, so that was lowercase n, and now let's do m.
M is a hump letter. It starts on the grass line. Point to the grass line. Glide up to the plane line and make a hump. Trace back up to the plane line, make a hump. Trace back up to the plane line, make another hump, and make a tail.
All right, great work. And the last thing we're going to do today, third grade, is a quick dictation dry erase. So if you don't have a dry erase board and marker, just get paper and pencil, and I'll be right back. Okay, I have my dry erase marker right here. Hopefully you have a pencil and paper. And the first thing we're going to do, I will dictate 3 sounds. So here we go. Sound number 1. If. Say it. If. Write it down and be ready to show. You ready? What is it? I-V-E, give, if. Correct. The next one. Ing. Say it. Ing. Write it down. Get ready to show. What is it? I-N-G, ring, ing. And the last one, the sound is k. Say it. K. I think you will need commas for this one. Okay, you ready for the reveal? Let's see. Did you get C? Whoops. And K? And the digraph CK. Nice work. All right, I'm now going to give you 3 current words. Unit 5 is our current unit, so that means these words are going to have a schwa in them. And if you were watching closely earlier, you might remember those tricky vowels that make the schwa sound. The first word I want you to write is talent. Say it. Talent. I had to decide what I was performing at the talent show. talent. Pause the video if you need time. All right, let's look at spelling first. How did you do? Tal is the first syllable. And then did you remember that the schwa is E-N-T? All right, if not, fix it. These are ones you just have to kind of remember. Tal is what kind? Let's mark it up. Closed syllable, put a brief. How do we mark int? Right, this is a closed syllable, but this is not a short vowel. It's a schwa sound. Get that upside down E. All right, let's try another word. The word is problem. Say it. Problem. I had to solve the math problem without a calculator. Problem. Prob, you should probably get. Lem. Problem. Pause if you need time. Don't cheat. All right, here we go. How'd you do with prob? Now, how about lum? Problem. Okay, it's L-E-M. All right, closed syllable with a brief, and then closed syllable this time. Now I can say it. That E is that makes the schwa sound. Problem. Okay, one more for current words, and the word is random. Random. I had a random question to ask my friend. Random. Random. Scoop your syllables and try to mark them up. Do you remember what made the schwa sound? Which vowel? Okay, let's see. Ran. I'm sure you did fine. Dumb. D-O-M. This is the schwa sound. Still a closed syllable. And this one's a closed syllable with a brief. Okay, great. Next up, I'm going to do 3 review words. Oh. So you're going to spell them and mark them. The first word is wasp. A wasp would be attracted to pollen on a flower. Wasp. W-A-S-P. Be careful. Think of a rule we learned in 3rd grade. Did you spell it W-O? Remember that sound card, A, wash, ah. What after a W, if you hear an ah sound like in water or wash, what vowel is it? Hopefully you remembered for wasp. It's W-A-S-P. And to mark it, you can scoop it. It's a closed syllable. And I know it's been a while, but we did the one-eye monster above that. Ah. Sounds like an ah. And there is a blend at the end too. Okay, wasp. Try this word. This has a base word and a suffix. So when you mark it, what do we do? Underline the base word, circle the suffix. Your word is crunch. Crunches. The leaf crunches under my foot. Crunch. Ch. Crunches. Underline the base word, circle the suffix. Are you ready? Okay, what'd you do for your blend? Cr. C-R. U. Did you get it's a digraph blend at the end there. Crunch. N-C-H. I hope you didn't put T-C-H because it doesn't come right after a short vowel, does it? It comes after a consonant N. And then to make it plural, crunches, E-S. Okay. All right, last word that we have to mark is easy, I hope. Grade. Say it. Grade. I hope I get a good grade on my unit test. Grade. Grade. Mark it up. Okay. Did you put grad? Remember, it should be a vowel-e word. The silent E at the end makes it say A. Grade, and we marked it up. We marked the blend. We put a macron over the long vowel, crossed off our silent E, and marked it a vowel-E syllable. Okay, let's do our trick words. The first word I said you need to know in Unit 5 is carry. I have to carry a lot of things to school. Carry. You ready already? Pause it if you're not. Spell it with me. Go. Carry. Carry. Good work. Okay, you ready for the next one? Moving quick. Brother. Say it. Brother. My younger brother's name is Scott. Brother. Don't mark it, just spell it. Remember we said this one has a schwa too. You might think it's It sounds like it should be a U, but it's not. That's why it's a trick word. Do you remember what it is? Like bro, right? The nickname. Brother. Brother. All right, one sentence today, grand finale. Here we go. It is I. There's a pronoun. It's always capitalized, and it's the beginning of the sentence. I must do this math problem. I must do this math problem. Ooh, we had problem today. That has a schwa. Don't forget punctuation. I must do this math problem. If you're confident at home, you can scoop your sentence too. Okay, you ready? I don't know if there are too many problems in this one except for maybe problem. I hope you could do must do this math. Problem might be the only problem. Let's see. I must do this math. Did you get it? Prob, L-E-M. Do you remember punctuation? All right, let's think. How would I scoop this? Yours might be different. I think I would do this. I must do this math problem. I think I'd do 2 scoops, just like that. I must do this math problem. All right, 3rd grade, that's it. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I will see you back next time. Bye.